Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel and a new video on BallySpring. So we haven't really got much to do in our own land store because it's spring and we've already done all our spring work. We're just waiting for harvest now, so we'll have another look at contracts and see if we've got any just baling by the looks of it. So we might do a baling contract. Hopefully try and get a field that's nearby. Don't want to be travelling too far to it. I'll have to have a quick look off camera and see which is the closest field to do, or something that's an easy field to get to at least from where we are. I don't want to be travelling miles with it because it's quite a long way to go. Or one near the shop would be alright because obviously the machinery is all going to be coming from the shop if we lease the machinery. So we'll have a look at the shops down here. So something around this sort of area would be fine. Yeah, like I said, we've got all our fields are growing here. The grass field will soon be ready for another cut, but not yet. So yeah, we'll probably look at doing a baling contract on one of those fields. Numbers have we got here? 55. I think that's near the shop. Is it? Where was that? 55. Oh no, it's down here. Well, it's not too far actually. We could do 55. Not too big either. It's a reasonable size field that. So yeah, let's do that then. Let's go 55. We'll lease the or borrow the items. There we go. So I've activated that one. So all the equipment should be down at the shop for us. So we don't have to use our own equipment. So let's go down there. Here we go. So we've got a little Fendt tractor here. So we'll start off by mowing. We do have our own mowers actually, but we could do the mowing ourselves. But as we've got equipment to use, we might as well use it. We've got all the equipment. Oh, this is a haymaking contract by the looks of it. It's not a silage contract. There's a bit more work involved with the haymaking contract, just because you have to go over it with the tadder as well as the rake, and then bale it, rather than just going over it with the rake. I don't normally do these baling contracts because they don't seem to be very profitable for the amount of work involved. This one I think was it 5,000 we'd get for it, but it's a lot of work. It's going to take probably most of the episode to do it. So it's not exactly good value for money, I suppose. But where is the field? Down here. I think we can get to it down here. Not really been down this part of the map very much actually, so it's all a bit new to me. I assume it's down here on the left somewhere. There's a cemetery or graveyard there. It's not that field. It's the one behind it, so can we get to it down here? There's a track here I think on the left. There we go. Ah, not actually to it. How do we get to that one then? How do we get in from around this side? Oh, there's a gateway there. So oh no, we should have gone through that field then. Looks like you get to it from that field. So I'll have to go back out on the road and come in from the other side. I'll just do a little jump cut here while I get round to the right place. Right, so here we are at the field. It's not an ideal situation. I think you have to drive on the crop of that field to get to it, so I'm assuming there's another way in then. But let's get the mower unfolded. We'll start the mowing. So not a big field this. Shouldn't take too long, although it's got a bit of different jobs to do on it. We've got to mow it first, then we've got to tell it, then rake it, then we'll bale it, and then we've got to move all the bales. Yeah, quite a bit of work to do. Even though it's only a small field, it's still going to take a bit of time. So yeah, so I could have used my own mowers, but by the time I got them down here all the way from the yard, it probably wouldn't be worth it. Because these ones are not too narrow, they're reasonable width, so shouldn't take too long. Anyway, I'll crack on with this on a time lapse, and I'll come back to you when we're ready for the next job. that's the mowing done, and I've just picked up the tedder as you saw. What I'm thinking possibly is that rake there is the one that comes with the contract, and that's very small. I know we've already got a bigger rake than that, so what I might do is get the helper, if possible, to do this tedding. And knew that's going to happen. I'll let you go. Right, yeah, so I'll get the helpers to probably do the tedding with this tractor, and then I'll bring one of our tractors down from the yard with the rake on the back, and then we can use that one for the raking. It should be a bit quicker than using the one that's come with the contract. This tedder's not massive, but it's not too bad, I suppose, so it won't take too long with this. So hopefully the helper will get on with this, and I will go and get the rake from the yard. The downside of that, of course, is that it's quite a long way from the yard, so it's going to take a while to get there, but hopefully it won't take too long. Right, so I'll get this unfolded. I'll probably just have to do the headlands. Actually, I'll do one pass around the outside just to help the helper, because they're not the best at doing the headlands. They tend to just crash into the fences or the hedges and not actually do it. So I'll just do one pass around the outside just to hopefully allow the helper to get on with this without having too many issues. And then, like I say, yeah, I'll go and get the rake from the yard and use that one on the Deutz tractor that we've got. That should be better. And then when we've done that, we can get it baled, I suppose, and then we'll load the bales onto the trailer and get them sold. I don't know whether we can keep any of the bales from contractors. It's a very long time since I've done a baling contract actually on Farming Simulator, so I'm not sure whether we can keep the bales, or any of the bales, or whether we have to sell them all to be able to complete the contract. I don't actually remember. So it'd be nice if we could keep some, because we will need them for the cows. Ah, the other thing I was going to mention actually, I checked, it's a new day now, it's June, so we've passed another month since the last episode, and the cows haven't produced any more milk, which is a bit concerning. So I'm hoping they are going to continue to produce milk at some point, but they haven't produced any milk now for about 2 months. So yeah, I'm not quite sure what's going on with that. I really hope that they haven't somehow broken or they've stopped producing milk for some reason, but hopefully we'll get some more milk at some point, because they were doing really well. They were getting loads of milk. I was selling milk almost every episode at one point, but now we haven't sold any milk for a while, and we haven't really got much. We've only got 2,000 litres in storage, and that's all we've got, so we haven't produced any more since. Anyway, that's on helper now, so hopefully that will continue. I will switch to this tractor. I'll drop the bale grab off, and although we will need to put some more bales in the two-man mixer soon, but that'll do for later, so we can just drop the rear weight off as well, and then we'll get the rake on and head down to the field where we're doing the hay contract. So yeah, this is our rake, much bigger than the one that we had on the borrowed equipment for the contract. Much better, this one. As I'm here, I'll just repair the tractor and thing as well. Well, that doesn't really need repair, but I'll do the tractor. There we go. It must be the front loader that's quite damaged. We can go this way, it'll cut a bit of a corner off. We cut across the grass field and then down the track this side. It just cuts a little bit of a corner off. That's what I've been doing recently. The downside is, of course, you've got to be able to make the turn. It's a bit tight. There we go. Right, so yeah, I will head down there and we'll get that grass or hay field raked up. There we go, that was a lot quicker I think than using this little rake down here that we could have used, but yeah, I'm pleased we went with our own rake, even though we have to travel down here with it. Okay, so next it's the baling. This will be the last sort of main job, and then we'll just got to move the bales. It's amazing how they only supply you with these little, what do you call those, bale grab things. They're not very useful, those things, I don't like using those. Much easier to just load them with the front loader onto a trailer and sell them a lot quicker. So it's a good job we've got a front loader and trailer. It saves us a lot of work, definitely. So yeah, off we go back to the field again with the baler this time, and we'll just get that hay baled up, and then the last job for the contract will be to sell them, load them up and sell them. Of course that does mean driving back to the yard again to collect the flatbed trailer and the bale grab as well. I don't like driving on this crop, but it seems to be the only sort of realistic way into the field. I think there is a way around the back, but I'm not quite sure where that goes. It seems a long way around. This is the easiest way to the field. But you'd have thought they'd have had it coming in from the gateway on the right hand side there where I came in initially, and then passing through to here rather than doing what I'm doing now, but never mind. Right, so can we set these bells a bit bigger? 180, yeah, that's good. That'll save us a little bit of time. If we do bigger bales, less handling. Okay, so yep, I will get on with the baling now. Baling done, so I can drop the baler off now. Don't really need that again, so that's just going to disappear when the contract ends, so I'll just leave that. And then we'll head to the yard, I suppose, and then we'll go and collect the trailer and the bale grab that we'll need to load the bales up. So got a bit of a drive back to the yard now. Probably won't do that on camera. I think you know the way back to the yard by now on this map. I've done it a few times. But yeah, I'll head back to the yard, collect up the trailer and the bale grab, and then head back to the field, and we can get those bales loaded onto the trailer and sold, and that will complete the contract. But like I did say earlier, it would be nice if we can keep a few bales back for the cows. So we'll have to see if we can get away with not selling every single bale or not. I'm not sure. Don't know whether you have to sell them all or not, but we will find out. But yeah, like I say, back to the yard now, go and pick the trailer up and get them loaded. Or I suppose I could time-lapse it as well. Maybe I'll do that actually. I'll just keep it time-lapsed and then you can still see what I'm doing, but at a faster pace than just trundling along real time. Yep, okay, right, I'll get on with that. the bales loaded now, and I'll just have a quick look on the map to see where we need to go. So the sell point where we need to take the bales is here. Sell everything, by the looks of it, which is a fairly straightforward journey, just basically up that road. So turn right out of here and then left. So yeah, that's simple enough. So we'll head over there and get these bales sold and complete the contract. I will try not to sell them all for a start, just to see if we can complete it without selling every bale. It would be good, like I said earlier, to keep a few back, but we'll see. We may have to sell them all. I am expecting to have to sell them all, but you never know. If we're lucky, we might be able to keep a few. So yeah, just we'll head up there and hopefully that will complete the contract. As you saw there, I brought the rear weight with me as well, because these bales are quite heavy and I didn't want to be able to not lift them, so at least having the weight with me guaranteed that I could lift them onto the trailer, in twos at least. So yeah, that's why I brought that down, and here we are at sell point. So let's turn in here and see if we can, well, see what we can get for these bales and if we can keep a few. Well, not what we get for the bales, we'll see what we get for the contract, but we'll just find out anyway. Right, so just want to be careful with this, don't want to sell them all, assuming this is the sell point. Yes, it is. Is it next to it? Possibly the bales sell next to it, because that's the like the grain sell point. I don't know where the bales sell. I'm not sure. This is especially where we sell them, but is that sell wood? No, we don't want to sell wood. Let's just lift one up by hand and see what happens. Ah, there we go. So I'm not sure why they're not selling on the trailer. Maybe if I reverse in that area again now, where they're not strapped. That was 32% in one bale, so that's not bad. Possibly we can get away with not selling them all. There we go. So it's because they were strapped, that's why. Oh, there we go, yep, brilliant. Oh wow. So we can keep all that lot. Just to sell a few there, but don't want to be selling them, I want to be keeping them really. There we go. So let's have a quick look at the contracts. Contracts. There we go, completed. So obviously we've got a deduction for the leasing, but that's not much really, £168 there, so in total we got 4,500, plus a bit of extra for money for the bales I accidentally just sold, but not too many. Right, so these can go back to the yard then. Which way are we going? Who's up there? Where is it? I'm getting confused now. I think it's around here. Haven't been to the sell everything for a while. Pretty sure it's this way, back to our yard. So yeah, I'll head back up to the yard and we'll get these bales unloaded. Here we are back at the yard, so I'll just park the trailer over here and we'll just unload these few hay bales from the contract. I'm very pleased with that. I wasn't expecting to get any really, let alone what we've got here. Loads. 6 is it? So yeah, wow. That is pretty impressive actually. Don't want to lose them. There we go. Yeah, I'm amazed we've got to keep so many. I thought we'd have maybe 1 or 2 at the most. Now just as a bit of an experiment, shall we see if we can lift 2 without the weight? See if it was a waste of time bringing that weight. No, we can't lift, so I'm glad we took the weight down there. Bit annoying having to take it. I would like a telehandler actually, because that would be a lot easier, rather than this tractor, which doesn't seem very good at lifting a lot of weight. The only way to get that off the trailer is just to lift it, unfortunately. I'll get it lined up, not chainsaw. There we go, finally. Right. So, yeah, bit of bonus hay here for the cows, certainly get needed. So I'll put that in the haystack. Not the same type of bales obviously, but they're fine, it doesn't really matter. In fact, they're better. I'd rather have round bales than these small square bales. I might be able to put one of these bales in the actual mixer actually as well. these in with the stack, and then I'll just see how many the mixer will take. Possibly 2. They are now 9,000 litres of bale though, that's quite big, so I won't need 2 in the mixer. But let's just see if we can put 1 in. It will need silage, the mixer, as well, definitely. Always needs silage. You know, cows will soon be needing more feed again, but it feels a bit silly feeding the cows when they're not actually producing any milk. There we go, they can both stay in there, they'll get used. Oh, the silage should have fermented by now, so that's good. These should be silage bales now, they were still grass last time I checked, but yeah, they're silage now. It's fine. Oh, here we go again. Yeah, I'll tell you how there is something I would like. Yeah, you really should be able to lift 2 silage bales. Not even that big. With the weight on as well. You can just about do it, but you've got to be so careful. There we go. Let's drop these in. Right, okay. That will probably do for today, I think. That should keep the mixer going, and the next time we can feed the cows. But I will just show you actually the cows' milk production. Where is it? Milk, yeah, 2,600 still. It's not changing. The slurry is going up, but the milk, it's not going up. So yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure on that. Don't know why they're not producing milk. But never mind. Let's hope it sorts itself out in the future. Okay, so thank you very much for watching today's video. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll see you again in the next one.